everybody, how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm from the Flower Patch, where I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements for all occasions. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, everybody. Busy crafting or busy spending time with your family. Whichever you did, I hope you really enjoyed it. Today I'm going to do a 12-inch wreath, and I'm going to do it in, if you like, creams and yellows. I'm not going to make it to the point where I don't know, I could say I'm not going to make it big, but they always end up big. But I've only, again, using a 12-inch wreath. I've already prepared the bow. I thought I'd get like a little bit of a cottagey, flowery bow. But I've added two different types of ribbon. The one is where it's the green background and the yellow little daisies. So I've chosen that one. And then just a plain ribbon. Nothing more. It's only 1 inch thick, but this is 2.5 inch, the green one with the flowers. And I've just done it like that with 4 tail ends at the top and at the bottom. I may cut them slightly shorter depending on how it looks once it is on the wreath. So we're going to go quickly through what we've got. Again, I've only just got the 12-inch wreath. It's not very wide. Again, it's another, I got them in a pack of 6, so they are quite thin. So I don't think I'll be ordering those again, but use what we've got. So we're going to go through what we've got then, guys. I've cut off, I've tried to prepare. On some things I haven't chopped because I'm not sure how many I'm going to use. But I've cut off some and I found out what it is. It's elm leaf, not acacia leaf. So some elm leaf that I've chopped off a couple of stems, and I've placed them down. I've left them that long in case I want to snip and make them shorter. So I thought, well, or just keep them at that length. So I thought I'd just leave them as that. I've got some more out of my euphorbia leaves. I've got 2 bunches I got out because there is only 5 on each, and they're just single stems like that. There's nothing else coming off of them, so they are quite, you know, sparse, I guess. But I do like these. I like the texture and I love the colour. It's like a sagey green. And I've got some oddments of this cork oak that I've got left before I start the new bunches. So I thought, let's see if we can add some of this in as well for a bigger leaf. Well, you know, more of a solid leaf to add into the arrangement. I did decide, I've cut these down. I think I went a bit happy with some of them. I've got different, they're the same greenery. One I bought with flower, one without. So it's the lotus head flower leaf, where it's, you know, I've got it where it's really wiry right to the top. I love these. So I've got one without that I cut a few bits, and then the other one I cut with the flowering lotus leaves with I cut, again, this is where I went a bit happy, and I've cut them all down quite short because I want them in and around the leaf as well. You may see little bits like this that have come off here that there's nothing on. Don't cut those off, guys, because to me they act like twiggy bits, like there's a new growth of stem, especially if you want it to look quite natural. So I've gone a bit wild with those, with the flowering ones. I've decided to get out, I haven't cut this because I don't know if I want to add it in or leave, you know, just cut the odd ones off. But our erignium or sea holly, whichever you call it by. So I've got it out in the cream coloured one. So I thought that would look pretty with the yellows as well. And then I also decided, because we've got green on the ribbon, just to get some poppy heads, some seeded poppy heads, where you get 3 big and 2 smaller ones on one stem. So I decided to get those as well. Just one. And for our floral, I couldn't make my mind up, guys. I thought, I spotted some oddments in the bucket where all the peonies were, and I've got 2 of these that I cut off the main stem. They're not on picks, and I just probably didn't use them all, so just placed a band around them. But I spotted them at the bottom of the bucket. So I've got 2 cream big head peonies and 1 bud. And then I went over to where all my smaller stem flowers are and spotted some. Now I always get mixed up with these when they've got lots of layers. Now, are they the cabbage roses or are they the rose peonies? I'm not quite sure. But they've got a little bit of their own foliage on. And I've got those out. I thought, well, we could perhaps incorporate those. And then I spotted some champagne coloured roses. Now, I know I've used these in weddings before. The ones where they've got all the like veiny movements on the petals, what look really realistic. So I've got 5 out, and I thought we may incorporate those. And then I've got just some wild white daisies, and I thought they were pretty, and they might make it look really nice. And last of all, in brighter yellow, I've got my baby little roses. Aren't they sweet? I've got some more in yellow, so if I need any more, I'll just grab another one. Again, I've not cut these down because I don't know how long I want this stem yet. On the foliage, I tend to know how long I need the stems and where I'm going to place them. But on the floral, on some floral I know, others I just hold back just to be on the safe side. So that's what we've got for today. And I'm going to bring the camera down and we're going to do it. It's quite a big bow for such a little, I say such a little wreath. Let's see if I get a bigger wreath. Or get a half moon one. Yeah. Oh, that's much bigger. No, yeah, that's 14. Yeah, we'll try that one, guys. It's a bit bigger. So let's just bring the camera down. I may have to bring it in a bit closer so you can see. If I place it there, while I'm here, I'll just grab another one of the yellow little mini roses. So now I've got 2. So I've again the bow. I've already got some wire at the back. It's just, I was thinking, do I place it around the bottom or near the end today? Or I tend to not really put the bows on the end because I like to see the floral come off of the, you know, past the bow. Or do I actually place it in the center for a change, or actually up there? I tend to sit and just, I'm going to place it here for a change, up near the top, instead of usually here or here. So I'm not going to put that on just yet. I've got my rope. You can use floral wire for this, guys. You know, pipe cleaners. anything you wish. We'll give it a strong hold, and I'm going to place it there for now. I used to place a knot here so I couldn't move it, but then sometimes it tilted and I needed to move it, so I had to cut it off. So now I just do that. Sorry about the noise, guys, it's a bit cold today. So then if I need to move it, I can just take it off like that. So that's our hook placed on. Excuse me. Right, I'm going to start with our elm leaves. I'm going to put the bow on a little bit, you know, further along. And I'm going to place this. I don't mind if it hangs past the end of the crescent shape. So I'm going to keep this one as this length. I'm going to be placing it in past the hook because it's got quite a long stem. I'm just sliding it in. And I'm going to do the same down at the bottom. So I'm going to go in and just slide it. And I can bend them out so it's not going on this, the longest piece here isn't touching this piece here. I just want it to go and maybe hang down there. So I've gone on the outside here, so I may go on the inside here. Are they all did I cut them all the same length? I think I did. Yeah. So I'm gonna, bring that one slightly out, and then that can go like that. Yeah, so I'm going to place now one on the inside. Just push it in. So that sits like that. If you've any glue on you, it's a bit too much, either put a bit of moss over it to cover it, or just wipe it. To do the same. That's on the inside, so I'll bring this on the outer side. Bring that there. Now I've got these, I may cut these up. Bring one here, and then bring the other one here, and that single one, like so. It does look big already, guys. Can't help myself. Again, I'm going on the inside with this one. Bend the stem if you like, just to give it that volume. And that's on the inside, so I'm going to place this on the outer side. I could have gone a bit further up actually, so quickly let's just take that glue off. See where we'll... And just manipulate your leaves Now I'm going to bring that one just in the centre. It's not going in quite well. We have it. And then bring that one there. I ought to have got my moss out. So I've placed on the elm leaf now like that, so it's quite wispy. I like wispy. Again, just lift some of your leaves up, give them that volume. If you want it, you know, just slightly sticking up. Like so. Right, I'm going to want to place some of these because the bow, again, I've left this area here and I'm going to place it there. Doesn't that look pretty? Again, I could place it here. What do we think? I just like placing them around. I might place it there so then I can have the tail ends hanging over the side or in between. Yeah, so I'm going to keep where this single one is here, just this fist here worth of a bit of a gap. I will place in some foliage in that because I do like to incorporate foliage under and around the bow to make it look like it's all one and growing within each other. So let's have a look what we've got for these oddments. So I'm going to mix these up with the elm because it's a bigger leaf, you know, on its own. That's long. This is just round, but more shorter in length, the leaf itself. So we're going to bring that there. Let's look for longer ones if we have them. There's one we'll place down here as well. With these, you can turn the leaves around. They are some facing backwards, some facing forward. So just lift up, slide it in, and then just, if you wish, spread it. A lot of these are quite just single. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think the rest are single. Apart from that, oh, that's not got a stem in it. Oh my goodness. So we'll just dot these around. As you can see, one's facing forward and one's backwards. So you can twist them so they're both facing forwards, but I find with these, they're quite tough to twist. Bring the elm in there. So if you want to try and twist it before you place it in. That's single. Oh, I found a double. Bring that there. Just bring that facing outwards. Here's another one. Let's try and twist that one as well. I think majority of them now look single. So that was oh, I've got a double here. Oh, didn't see that one. And pop that one underneath. Doesn't really matter if you've got single or double. Again, you do see some leaves that have only got one growing from it, some you see with two, and so on. I'm going to bring one in the center here. I'm going to slightly lean it out if I can, like that. So then when our bow sits here, you will have foliage here as well as here and up above. I'm going to place the bow on in a minute. Just slide that in, like so. I don't think I'm going to place any more of those in. Right, let's get our bow. I've got a weaving needle where I do one at a time when I open up my wire at the back, thread one through, bend it over, see where I'd like it to go, around here I think, and then just take the needle through the grapevine. It just seems easier, guys, instead of struggling, especially if you've got problems, you know, health issues with your hands. You don't want to be struggling and hurting your hands. You can just, I think I've gone over a wire. So just position before you tighten up your bow where you're wanting things to sit, and straighten your bow that it's sitting straight. We will fluff it up and then I just pull it down. And I go to the back, twist about an inch, and then I turn over the wire and push it back in to the grapevine. So that's our Lovely little bow. Bring some foliage through with it as well. Again, thread your pieces of your bow in and under your foliage, some on top. And we will be placing things in and around it anyway, so but that's how I've just done it for now. Let's just have a look. Doesn't that look pretty? Oops. Right, so I'm going to place in, I may only use one of these. I'll do one. I think I'm going to keep them as this length. And I'm just adding these as a, you know, because these are plain in colour, the elm leaf and the cork oak, with this having, you know, variegated, it looks a bit like ficus. I'm just adding those in for a bit of white on the foliage. So we'll start from here. And I'm going to just give that a bit of height. Again, I want volume. I'm not, my, you know, some people like them compact and flat. I'm all for lifting them up. And again, you can manipulate them to bend anywhere you like. Always I like to place one around where there was bowies, you know, because we're placing it in, and I tend to place it here, 1, 2, then that one at 9 o'clock is our center one, so then I have to place 1, 2 there because I'm using 5. And then I tend to go opposite where the one is up here, my next one, so that will be around here. You don't have to get it perfect, just eyeball it. Again, I want it to look natural. And then the one here, just follow it down. Oops, just caught a bit of the leaf. And place that one in as well. So that's our euphorbia in. I don't know whether I'm going to place the non-flowering one in. We'll see. So I'm going to go to the flowering lotus. Again, I'm going to bring some of this on the outer side. So I've cut, again, I've gone a bit happy with this. Let's just take the band off the rest. I love twiggy bits. So let's see. I know I cut a few a bit longer than others. That's a long one. And there's a long one. So, oh, is that one as well? Yeah, I cut 4. Or did I cut 5? I can't remember. We'll start with these. Let's just, and again, they're all wired. If you want, just twist them around your finger if you want to keep them shorter. If you'd rather have them longer and just, you know, curl the stem a little bit to give it that, like it's moving off to the sunlight, you know, and do that. They're fabulous for things like that. So again, I'm going to start around here. Movement, lovely movement. See, I've just had those going like that at the side, and I've just lifted them slightly up. Put that one. I'll do one at the other end. They are on quite long stems, these. So I'll go down this side, lift up our elm. And with this one, I'm going to take, instead of going up, I'm taking one down there and bringing that one down there. Because these two, as you can see, elms are meeting in the middle, and I'm not really wanting that, so I may just weave one through so it's held and it's not meeting up. So then I've got the other one. I'm going to bring near again the bow. So I tend to do 12 o'clock, around 6 o'clock, and then I do 9 o'clock. And then I fill in between, and that will give you, you know, balance out, beautiful. Lift those up so I can see them. I don't mind wispy bits. Now with the ones in between, I'm going to bring them further in, so they're more towards the centre, so they're incorporated within the greenery up above instead of around the side. Do that. I may bring smaller ones on each end as well. I like to incorporate what we're using around the wreath on the ends, even if it's a little bit. Just bring that there. Do the same on the bottom. I've got 3 left. I could place one here and another one there. So let's do that. Let's place some more on the outer side. Bring them up a little bit. Do one down here as well, because there's nothing here with it really that's going off. I do have 2 left. I may bring one in there and add another one here where the bow is. Or do I place one here and another one here? No, because I'm thinking of the rest of the foliage, so I'm going to place one coming from coming in towards the wreath in the centre. Again, a bit of a wild look. To shorten that, I will twist that one just to keep that around there. So that is our lotus. I don't think I'm placing those ones in, guys. We don't need those. Put those down there. Oops, the days that I'll save these in case I just want them for a bit of filler. Again, what I've got out, I don't want to incorporate anything else different. I want to try and stick to what I've got out. So, excuse me, oh my chest infection is getting better. I do want to place these on the outer side. So where's the other one? There's the other one. So I could place with these peonies one here, and this is just a guidance for now, one around here, and then bring one up so it's sitting around the centre of the bow, and place that there. And then I've got the littler ones where I could place around it. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to need the roses. So let's place those there. So let's get the peonies in. Aren't they pretty? So pretty, peonies. And again with all foliage and everything, let's bring it back up. Sit within there. We need something there. In fact, I may just place another one of these there. It's a good job I didn't throw them away down on the floor. I think there's another one needed just to fill this little bit of a gap. There. peony standing upright. Now the one that I'm going to place in between the bow, I will lift up this tail end, and then I will place it as close to the center of the bow as possible, and then redirect the top of the stem and bend it inwards so it heads towards the center of the bow. So I'm going to go in as close as possible to the center of our bow. Bring our tail ends back down under the peony, and then you have it sitting within or around the center of your bow. I think that looks, you know, pretty. It is a little bit further set, you know, inwards than what this one is, slightly pushed back in. I don't mind that with it being that bud, but with the bigger ones I'd rather see them sitting around the top or near the top of our foliage. So again, I want it around here. So something around there. Let's bring that down so it's in a different position. I'm gonna need another piece here, guys. There's a bit here that's just left by itself where the bow is. Let's go a little bit further up. I'm not happy with how that leaf sits. It's hiding the little peony. Let's pull it back out. If I can use another one. I only really want a single one. There we have it. I think with this one I may cut this one shorter. Not too much. I want it to sort of like, because it's hanging. Just fold it properly. We don't want a wobbly bow. So that is leaning here, it's not going actually over. Right, so we've got our peonies in, which looks pretty. So, so you can't really see them, but they make such a wonderful effect. So I wonder if I have got something different in replace of them, or do I just use these all the way around? So let's use the little peonies or cabbage roses they could be. And I want, because they've got the big one here, I do want one right on each end, because again there's no floral apart from on that foliage, so I do like to incorporate foliage, and with it having two buds as well, that sort of like finishes it off, don't you think, guys? It gives that lovely little finish to the end of your wreath. So we're going to place that in there, make that look pretty. The two little buds, and that finishes that end there. And then I've got another one with buds, and I'll do the same on this end as well. Let's just cut that up as well. So I'm going to finish that there as well. So as you can see, that's what we've done on each of the end of this wreath. You can get these wreaths from anywhere actually. They're called either half moon wreath bases or crescent wreath bases, or some people call them half moon grapevine wreath base. The one that we did with the deco mesh, that's called Carizo grapevine wreath. Somebody actually asked me about that. Right, because now I've gone here, then we've got one here, I need to bring one out here because we've got that there. I'm trying to form that triangle there. I could bring one here as well to form that triangle here. Just when it comes to placing florals, think of your triangular positions. So we'd have one perhaps on the outer side there, one on the outer side there. If I can just again place them in if you're not sure first, guys. There. So we've got that triangle. This leaf's slightly hiding it, but I don't mind because people do look at wreaths from the sides as well. So that's there. Then you've got these two here, so you need to form the triangle here. So then you just grab another one. So that one would go in approximately around this area. If I could just sit it there. And the same here. You've got the big one here, the one on the right on the tip. So then you would place another one around here. So then you've formed your triangle around each area as you've gone around, and that has balanced it. You've got your triangle here with your two big peonies and the bud in the center also. So let's just get the rest in. Now this could be a wreath for summer as well as spring. It's a pretty colour, nice and bright. I'm going to do it where you can slightly see the bud or the flower. Just put 45-degree angle on. So we've got that one here, so this one needs to be around this area. I need to hold it underneath. see. Let me try that again, guys. So let's just move that flower, that elm leaf, so I can see. It's around here. Place that back underneath. So you've got that there as well. And just turn it around as you go. Or if you've got you're doing it on a lazy Susan. Oh, I'm not a fan of the plastic on the bottom. Again, you've got the bud and the big peony head. So you need to bring it out in between to form that triangle. The triangle position, it gives you a balance and it gives placement and more pleasing to the eye. Let's bring that in a bit there. So you can see these slightly more on the edge. So now we've got the one here, here, so we want one just around here. It's a very pale colour. It's like a very, these are like a very pale lemon. The bigger peony and the big bud is more of an ivory or cream colour. So that's slightly there. Like that. So that's all of those in. So that's what we have at the moment. Doesn't that look pretty? Very spring, very subtle and very pretty. Let me take my hook off a minute because I can't. I've got it wrapped round something. Place that on once we've finished. So now I do want the yellow in, because with us having the yellow, do I place these in just for a different texture? I don't know, they look a bit autumnal, you know, with the stem looking slightly brown. Let me just pop one off and just see. Oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I may have to put some on picks. Let's just wait with those. I'm definitely not going to use those. Let's get the yellow in. Cut the tag off. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 on here as well. Oh, I've just dropped another. Aren't they just divine? With little rose leaves as well. Now I want some of these on the outer side. And I want to place them in between the 2 smaller peonies opposite this large peony here, and then some around there. I may bring the odd one actually inwards. I may. Do they come on? No, it's just one stem. The leaves do at the bottom, so I don't want that leaf. I'll save it though. It's really cute, really pretty. So I've got 2 out anyway, so do I bring some in? Just maybe 1. Do I bring one near the ends? two. One near the bows, either side of the bow. This is just where I'm going on top. And then one here on the inside. And then place one there. And then just have to form the triangle again, because I've got one there. Place one here on the outer side. So I've got now that triangle with the yellow. So I've got one here, one here. So I'd want one, I'd need one. Mind you, that's on this bottom. That's on the bottom, guys. So I haven't placed one in the centre around the top. So I'd have to, that is then our wider triangle with the one on the side here. So then I'd place another one down here to form the triangle. If I can just leave that there, Remo. Oops. Because I am incorporating the white as well, but that is going on the outside. Let's try that for now. So I'm going to cut these stems. And place these on top. Just spread them around. It's behind it. Take that leaf off as well. Again, I don't mind them sticking out. You know, natural look, nature. And place this one in at the bottom. Keep the leaf on this one. Just, I don't know what that one's from. Take the glue off there. So that's that. Them three in. One on the side. And place one on the top. Bring that one under as well. Bring the foliage back up. just pop that one up so you can just see it through all, you know, through the foliage. And then our last one. Bring that there. So that's what we have at the moment, guys. Isn't that beautiful colour? A colour, I find it's a colour that, you know, with it being light and some bits bright, it's a cheerful colour. You know, nice, I can't remember which side this is going. You know, nice happy thoughts and smile on your face. What a beautiful, you know, and that's why I like spring and summer when I do my florals, because it just gives that lovely, you know, happiness. It's just wonderful. If that makes sense. Right, I've got my little wispy daisies. They are push up, so I'm going to push them all up to start with, so I can get to the bottom of the stem for when I cut it. I can push it. One more. Push these flowers right to the bottom. Oh. So that is that. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 7 on there. So I'm just cutting 5 to start with. So I want, where these peonies are here, these two here, I want a bit of white. So I may use all of these. So I'm going to go all the way around on the bottom of the wreath. See, let's just move that leaf. So I'll place them like that, and I want the wispy bits because I can then manipulate the lotus head leaves just to sit amongst them, so it doesn't just look like this sticking out, you know, by themselves. Bring that one out. Like so. Let's get one here. Again, where our lovely bow is. Let's just bring a couple through our elm leaf. So here's it. Get the other two. We might as well use them. There's that there. And the last one. I don't want it there. I want to bring coming out from the centre, so I'm going to cut this stem slightly shorter because I don't want it sticking too far out in the centre. Right, I've just seen a little patch where I could place in there. Right, so let me just see if I think there's something missing. Get that bow out. Let's just, that's not sitting perfect, so we can just get that in again. Just hold it up. Right, I've got one more of these. These don't come on. I'm going to place a pick on because that stem is really loose. So, and that gives me two with a stronger stem. So, I'll do that. Pull the other one off of here. Oh, I can't. I've broken it. But I can see just under here, or was it there? Yeah. I can't see. Oh, it's not going in. Let me cut it shorter. I always find if it doesn't go in, try just cutting the stem shorter and it may go in a bit better. There we go. And then I just want to use these little 3 rose leaves that I cut off or pulled off. You won't see them, they're really tiny. I just can see a little bit of the wreath. So I'm going to just place these in as depth right under here. And cover that area. Another. And then how many have I got? Let's see. So I've got 2 left. And if you've got a pick machine or something like that, that's fabulous. Lucky you guys. We can't get them here, they're too expensive. We have to have them shipped over from the States, and they go by the weight of them, which is very heavy. So there, and then that one here. So we've got those now in, which looks absolutely pretty, really nice, spring effect. And it's just, do I? Oh my good gracious me. I don't want to change what I've picked out. It's when I pull one off, as you can, and I place it, it just gives that little bit extra interest, that little bit extra contrast against all the other soft leaf flowers and foliage. It's spiky, so it again texture. I'm going to place some on picks. I'm going to pull them off of the main stem. Some are buds, like buds, some are actually bigger. 2, 3. Let me stop there for now. So let's just get our picks. Place a bit of glue on. So it's 3 buds and 3 bigger heads. And I think with the colour of them as well, they do sit quite pretty. You can get them in purples, oranges, yellows. Purple being the, or whites, the more common one. I tend to like these, the natural, or should I say more of a cream coloured. So I'm going to start with the bigger one, and I'm going to place these on top. I'm not putting these on the side. I want these to be seen. So these are going to go on top again. So I'm going to go around the end. Let's see if I can place that leaf around it. Yeah, we'll bring that there. Then I'm going to go to a board. I'm going to cut these all a similar length. So we use a board. We want something here. This is just a bit too lonely with nothing on the leaves. And then I'm going to bring one. If I can see, oops, not go through the through the ribbon. Let's just cut that a bit sharper. Just move that ribbon. There. So I've brought that through at the top, just slightly bend it. And one. Here. And one here. And then we'll bring one down on the bottom. So I don't want to go too now. I'm happy with that. I've just stood above it. There is a lot going off in it, so I am quite happy. It's just this green bow here with the flowers on, what's wanting to go in its own direction, so we'll take it under some leaves. So there we have that. Just turn it around. So that's what we have. It's looking quite full. That's, you know, due through lifting, giving it volume as we've gone along. Let's just check that there's nothing popping out the back. No, there's no stems coming out the back. There's a little bit of glue there, so let's just take that glue off. Other than that, it's lovely and clean around the back. So nothing what's going to scratch the customer's door. So I'm assuming my hook would go, something's telling me around here. So I'll place on my hook. I will get out my easel. I'll stand it on the easel. Let's have a look at it. I hope you enjoyed that. You know, just using a simple colour, not too, you know, lots of different tones. It's just quite simple. I may cut that tail end down a little bit. It just seems lonely on its own. The one right at the bottom. Or do I give it I may give it a, if I cut it at a diagonal and then I turn it in, just give it a little bit of a ringlet. I'll do that with it. The yellow one just naturally seems to want to curl under. I'll do that with the other bit of the green one. Give that a little bit of a curl under, but in a higher spot. Sorting the ribbon out, guys, making sure it's placed. Oops, I nearly put my scissors in the bin. So let's just clear my mess so you can see what we've done today without any mess being in the way. Right, so let's, I think it needs to be higher up. It just looks a little bit too low down. So let's just slightly higher. Turn it around. Right, let's move backwards. So that is what we have created today. Lovely spring, refreshing spring or summer, guys. Refreshing wreath. Well, you could sit on your garden, especially in the summer, with a gin and tea, or, you know, a lemon drink, anything like that. Having a guest round, you know, having a little barbecue or something, or just a family get together with cake, things like that. Black Forest Gâteau, lemon drizzle, carrot cake, things like that. Oh, can you just think of it? And a nice cup of tea or coffee. So, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. It's such a love. You know what? It is a calming colour. Some people seem to think that maybe red is a warm and calming colour. It is in a different part of the year. In spring and summer, I find this colour very, especially not the bright yellow where it's too in your face. That doesn't calm me. That's like wild and wonderful, you know. When it's like a lemon colour, a pastel yellow, I find that very relaxing, very calming, cheerful, joyous, and a happy feeling, you know, and a dreamy feeling. That's how I look at it. So and by adding white as well, again, white being neutral or creams, it brings that brightness of the yellow slightly down a little bit more, so it calms it slightly more, which, you know, in all makes it feel beautiful. And you know, just by adding a bit of ribbon, yes, it's got green. Some people may think, oh well, it's got green on, and in the background you can barely see the green. It's not the green I'm looking at, it's the yellow flowers on it. It's, you know, slightly with a bit of country cottage, wild, you know, flowers or wild flowers, however you want to perceive it. But just something that looks beautiful, pretty, you know, on your door. It would get noticed. I've done things like this and placed them on my door. I actually overheard somebody as they passed last year and heard them actually say, oh my gosh, that's pretty. But they didn't know I was there because I was busy doing, I can't remember, I think it was doing something, planting a plant or something, and they didn't see me. And I heard them, and that made me, you know, feel nice, you know. So if you've got anything in yellow, it doesn't have to be peonies, you know, it could be carnations. I've got lemon carnations, not the bright yellow. You could use the champagne colour, you know, for if you've not got ivory, use champagne, or use the champagne for your yellow. Or you could use, what else? If you've got dahlias, that, you know, that you can get them in yellows, or gerbras, again, roses, peonies, things. Oh gosh, there's numerous flowers, hydrangeas, daffodil, anything, guys, ranunculus, and then just add a little bit. I mean, again, these are baby roses. So, and I've seen them in real life. I've used them when I did real flowers. So you can get them in real flowers. Excuse me. And just add something like that. If you've not got those, add little daisies. If you've got some daisies, just add those. If you've, you know, not got those, add a bit of gypsophilia. You know, if you think that would help. You know, just something, you know, what gives it that sort of like, you know, cottagey sort of look, or the spring look, the calming look, but the joyous and happy look, all in one. You know, if you've not got a ribbon, you know, with flowers on it, doesn't matter, guys. You can just put a plain ribbon in, or no ribbon. It's still gonna look as beautiful. So give it a go. If you think this is, you know, pretty and you'd like to give it a go, or you know somebody that you'd like to do it for, you know, give it a go. Give them a gift for springtime. Put a smile on the face, you know, and let them have a joyous moment in the sun. Nice weather when it comes here in the UK, and just have fun. So please subscribe, share and like. Again, as I say, to whomever you may know, guys. I would much really appreciate it. You know, it does help. You know, just press that little like button, leave a little comment, you know, a thumbs up, you know, on as well, or share to somebody who you know who loves things like this, or just any random stranger. So have a wonderful day. Take care. I've got an order to do. The lady who ordered that big 80cm wreath, her mum wants one exactly the same. So I've got another one to do. So have a great day, guys, and take care of yourselves. And if it's cold wherever you are, please wrap up and stay warm. All the best. God bless. I love you all. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye-bye. We'll have a close-up, guys. Oh my gosh, I zoomed out. I've zoomed out, guys. Right, so get ready. I'm going to zoom back in. I've gone out. Get ready, guys. There we go. I don't know what. Must be my chunky fingers. So there's a lovely, like, as I say, creamy yellow or creamy lemon coloured peony. Aren't they pretty? There's a little roses, again with a little tiny rose leaves. And our flowering lotus. And our lovely, if I bend it over, wildflower daisy. Our elm leaf, our euphorbia, our erignium. There, and this is where I get mixed up, guys, because of the layers. Is it a rose peony or cabbage peony? I'll have to have a look, because some people call them that, so then they confuse me, because when they call them cabbage roses, then I start to get slightly confused, because to me they look slightly, you know, like a peony. But then I look at the leaves, and you know, I try to look at the leaves to define which it is. So let's have a look. So, well, you see, it's not got leaves like roses, so it can't be. It's got to be a peony. And there's the bud in the centre of the big peonies. And again, what else did... Oh, we used this, didn't we? The oak, cork oak, that... our foliage as well. Did I say our erignium? I can't remember. Isn't that pretty? So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Let me get to the ribbon so you can see. Oh, there we go. It looks grey on there, but it's green background, like a sage green, with the daisies or wildflower on, and then just a 1-inch plain light yellow ribbon. It's not a sunflower colour. So again, I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. That rabbit ears, bunny ears, has now been sold. That, what I made ages ago, is for me. I won't let it go. It's going on my front door. And I'm now thinking about that one up there we did. I like that as well. So I don't know what to do with that one and the top one. But I have got more than one door. So have a wonderful day again, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.